Well, welcome back. It's Emerson Southern Forge. Haven't been around much lately, at least here on YouTube. I haven't made a video, I think, in a year plus some. I just kind of wanted to give everybody an update what's going on and just talk about whatever pops into my head. First off, I haven't done much blending at all. I moved to Florida. I left Denver, moved to Florida. Move went great. New job went great. I was on the road all the time. And then I thought, it'd be really cool. Why don't we have a triple bypass and some open heart surgery? I had that done in July. Everything's better now. I'm still have some restrictions. One of the reasons I haven't done any blending is because they don't want me using the presses. The amount of energy I have to exert in arm and chest muscles, they didn't think that was a very good idea. And okay, I'll listen to the doctor for that. I'm all right. Supposed to get cleared for that sometime in December, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get back to blending. I may do some blending videos in the future, but I really don't know what the future holds for Emerson Southern Forged. Right now, as my calendar stands, I'll be home the week of Thanksgiving, a little bit before Christmas, and then the week of New Year's, and then I'm back out on the road all the way through March. And this is, leave on Monday, come home Friday night kind of travel. Sometimes it's painful to be good at your job. You get to book a lot of training and you get to go out and do a lot of stuff, and there you are. So I just wanted to say I saw Brad the Bearded Piper was talking about he finally got some Irish flat caps, and I am in love with flat caps now. When I was in high school, I had a gray one. And it was one of those where you put the hat on and you wore it, and all your friends came up and said, "Oh, let me wear the hat for a little bit. Let me wear the hat for a bit." And while I was recovering, I was in a chat group with some of my high school buddies, and they sent a picture of us, and I had my flat cap. I thought, I haven't even seen a flat cap. Where would I get one? And I've seen the Boston Scally, and I've looked at them, and I read some reviews about them, and a lot of people think very highly of them. But there are a lot of people that said they're an odd fit, or you get some wrong fit and the shipping's a little sketchy. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to keep looking. I'll put it in the link. The hats that I wear are from Weavers of Ireland, and they're made by a company called Muckros. It's Mucros. And the style that I am in love with is the Trinity style. And you can tell they're Muckros because they have a little golden harp on a green tag on them. And I absolutely love them. And there you can see kind of see the label in there. Maybe not. Muckros. But again, I'll put this is my black one. I love my black one's a favorite. And these two are wool, which is not ideal for Florida in any way, shape, or form. But they are great for right now while it's cool out. They also make a set of them in linen, which I absolutely am enamored with. And this is my gray one. I have a black one. Actually, I have two of these black ones because I really like those. And then I also have kind of a beige colored one, a cream color. And I've got, I think 6 or 7 of the wool ones, and I really like them, and I wear them in the summer anyway, just because I really like them. I like the way flat caps look. I was on a plane coming home Friday of this past week, and there were 4 guys on the plane wearing Irish flat caps. I was walking through the Atlanta airport. I saw a ton of people walking through the airport in flat caps, and I just like them. They look cool. So you're going to see me wearing a flat cap a lot in videos. But I'll put the link in. It's weaversofireland.com. Right now there's the tariff thing going on. They're between $44 and $54, but they always have some kind of promo going on where they'll get you free shipping. I bought them 2 at a time with shipping, tax, everything. They were like $104, $105. So, and if you order something from them, they'll send you a coupon. That's what they keep doing. And I got a coupon sitting here on my desk, $20 off. And that's what they do. Absolutely love them. Great service. Even shipping from Ireland, they typically show up 3 to 4 days after I order them. Absolutely love the customer service. I think the world of Weavers of Ireland. So that's where I get mine, and I like having them from Ireland. So there you go. That's my choice. About the future of Emerson Southern as a tobacco blending entity. Maybe. I don't know. Right now, I just don't have time. I'm just not home enough. I don't want to put stuff in a press on a Saturday or a Sunday and then leave it for a week and then come home the following week. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing through March at this point, and it may continue on into April. I'm booking some other things, so we'll see how it goes. And that's for pressed. If somebody wanted, loose, but we could work on that. I'll consider that. But again, I'm just not home that much, and the dilemma I have is, I got home Friday night, worked on it Saturday. If I don't have it ready by Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't go out in the mail until whenever I can get it out in the mail, and that's not very fair. I just don't think I can do it. One of the things that I wanted to avoid was, like I'll just make one blend and make a couple of pounds of it and sell it. That's not what I want to do. I love the guys that are out there doing the tobacco blending, and really, to be honest with you, they're doing some amazing thing. Appalachian Customs is absolutely tremendous. Bad Cat Tobacco is absolutely tremendous. There are just so many people that are coming into doing their own blendings and sharing it around the community. I just don't want to do a disservice to anyone and not be available. And right now I'm not being available. Hopefully, my slow time of the year is June, July, and August. So hopefully I'll have something out by then. Like I said, on the Pipe and Tobacco Talk podcast, we're back. I think we're going to start recording every other weekend. We're going to do 12 episodes in season 2, see where that gets us. If it gets boring, if we don't like it, if we're just running out of things to say, we may hang it up. We don't know. But it's hard. If you have some ideas for content and want to talk about content, that'll be great. Let us know. And then the last thing that's going to go on, I have picked 49 bourbons. And my idea is that I will pick a bourbon, do a taste with it, compare it to some tobaccos, and create pairings. Tobaccos I like together. I've got one that'll be coming out here shortly after this video, and we'll talk about that. And here's what spawned it. While I was recovering, you have a lot of downtime when you have an open heart surgery. It's not like you can get up and do a bunch of stuff. I couldn't blend. They wouldn't, for the first 4 weeks, they wouldn't let me pick up anything that weighed more than 5 pounds. So I was on my phone a lot watching videos, and I found a couple of these bourbon channels. And I'm watching these guys extol the virtue of $100 to $500 of bourbon, and I'm like, I struggle with that so much. I really do. I don't think I would ever spend. I get queasy when I get over $60 for a bottle of bourbon, and there's so many great ones that are out there. I mean, if you look at, just a couple of my favorites. So Four Roses Small Batch right now at Total Wine in Florida, it's $26.99. Long Branch, it's $32.99. Uncle Nearest, $43.99. Uncle Nearest, $18.84. And I have some very definite ideas about that, and I'll cover that. But I just thought it would be great. So if anybody, what I'll do on the pairing videos, I'll actually print the list out of bourbons that I'm gonna, bourbons, whiskeys, Irish whiskeys that I'm going to do. I'll put the list in the description. We'll talk about it, but I think that'll be fun to do. Keep me engaged in the pipe community, because I really haven't. I'm, when you can't lift anything, not very interesting to take pictures. I'm trying to get better at photography. I'm going to work on a little bit of editing. I do periodically get some time on the road where I can talk about what's going on, and where I can learn some new things. I'd like to learn some editing and maybe put little finer touches on the videos. But for right now, I just think the content's what matters. What do people think, and how well it's received. And if it's well received, I'll keep going. If it's not, I'll do something else. But for me, it's morally for me for anything, because I really like whiskeys of all varieties. I love bourbon, love Irish whiskey, but that's my favorite. Now the downside, I know what y'all are thinking. Well, Jim, you had open heart surgery in July. Cool thing about it, my cardiac surgeon is a pipe smoker. He goes, yeah, no problem. You can smoke a pipe. He goes, I don't want you to have 8 to 10 bowls a day. I'd like you to keep it to 1, maybe 2 a day, and then you can have 1 drink a day. My cardiologist, on the other hand, is, well, she's a vegan. How about that? We'll just leave that there. And you all know how I feel about that. And she's anti-alcohol and anti-smoking. And really, I have a difficult time talking to her about much of anything. So I'm going to take my cardiac surgeon's advice. Maybe I'll have 1 drink a day. And I don't drink all that often. But when I do like to have a pipe with my drink. And I'll share my thoughts on what I like. So that's what's going on with Emerson Southern Forged. Talk to you in a little bit about pairings. Maybe.